Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. How are you all? So my name is Shakira and Shakira Vibes will be showing you all my daily vlogs, day to day, how I do, what I cook and where I go. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, please subscribe now and hit the bell icon. Can you tell me what is the toughest decision you take every day? Can you guess? It's not about your child studies, it's not about your finances. Yes, exactly. It's about what to cook. What to cook in breakfast, what to cook in lunch, what to cook in dinner. Oh my god, it's so much stressful to just think. What I feel is cooking itself is easier than thinking and deciding what to cook. So how about if we have a magic batter which can take care of entire week's breakfast? It would be awesome, right? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this magic batter. With this, you can make idli, dosa, two types of punuku, one deep fried and one shallow fried, and one uttapam. So like this, you are covered from Monday to Friday. You can even extend 2-3 days more as we have so many kinds of dosas. So if you are a North Indian who doesn't eat this kind of breakfast, you can even make these as evening snacks for kids. These are very healthy and very much handy for working moms. So if you are a working mom or if you are a busy homemaker, please do watch this video and prepare this batter. This is going to be of great help for you. So let's start the video now. I'm going to show you how to make this step by step.
So for the preparation of batter, first I am taking 1 cup of urad dal. You can take split urad dal or whole one, whichever is available, that is fine. And to this we have to add 3 cups of idli rice. Idli rice looks like this and it is separately labeled as idli rice in grocery stores. I am going to mention the link in description box just in case if you want to buy. So we need to add 3 cups of idli rice to 1 cup of urad dal. To this we need to add 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and 1/4 teaspoon of soya seeds. They are going to enhance the flavor and they are going to aid in fermentation. After adding all the dry ingredients, we need to add some water and wash these thoroughly, and after 1 to 2 washes we need to add fresh water again and soak it for 6 hours. Soaking process and fermentation process will be different for each location depending on where you live and what is the temperature there right now. If you are living in a cold place, you can leave this entire vessel in an oven or microwave. After 6 hours of soaking, it's going to look like this, and then we need to wash it one more time. After washing, add some more water and add 1/4 cup of poha or flattened rice to this mixture. Now it is good for grinding. Either we can use wet grinder or a blender, anything is fine. I'm using my wet grinder to grind this. It takes almost half an hour in wet grinder and it gives very nice texture to the batter. And idli, dosa, these kind of things we eat daily. So I have wet grinder for all these things, and after grinding, batter looks like this, and now it is good to go for fermentation. My place is already hot place, so I'm keeping it open on my platform. If you are living in a cold place, just keep this in an oven. Now our batter is completely ready. It is airy, fluffy and good to go. We can cook anything right away. So I always make this on Sunday and all my week. Even if I wake up late also, my day is in my hands. I need not panic what to cook. I'm just mixing this batter now. You can see how airy and light it became. First let's cook idli. For this I'm greasing pan here. To the batter I added only salt. I'm not going to add any fruit salt, ENO or cooking soda. It's not required. Just fill the idli mold with 1 scoop of idli batter and that's it. We need to steam it for 10 to 15 minutes. You can serve these idli with chutney or green chutney, peanut chutney, coconut chutney or sambar, anything, and they will taste amazing. Especially now it's raining heavily in Hyderabad, and these kind of breakfasts are so nice to eat. They came out so soft, fluffy and very tasty. You can simply add little bit of ghee and give it to 1-year-old kid as well. So now we are going to make shallow fried punugulu. These are called appe also. So this is appe pan. In this pan I'm going to add 1 teaspoonful of oil to each hole, and then I'm going to add little bit of batter like this. This is our choice, like we can make plain ones or we can add any vegetables of our choice. These breakfast can be given to 1-year-old kids as well. These are very healthy and very good, and they can easily eat. Especially these appe, they can simply hold with their own hands and eat. They can be a nice finger food. Once they are cooked on one side, we need to flip them around like this, and after that we need to let them cook for 2 more minutes and just remove and serve. You know, these can be very good for kids lunch box as well. When my kid was very small, he used to like this in lunch box because they are easy to eat and they like this kind of different food every day. So this was my go-to breakfast or lunch box whenever he wants it or whenever I woke up late. So this is very easy to make and very tasty to eat, and I'm going to serve these with the chutney, or for the small kids you can even give them with ketchup. They taste very well. I just want to open one and show you how it looks like inside. It is very soft, airy, spongy and very light. This can be very nice snack for rainy day evenings. So nice, isn't it? So perfect batter is very much necessary to get this kind of punugulu. And now let's make deep fried punugulu, or these are called bondalu also. For this, take 2 scoops of the same batter we made. For all these recipes I am using the same batter, no change. I have added 2 scoops of this batter, and to this I am going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour or maida. To this add 1/4 teaspoon of salt as per your taste, and then mix gently. To this mixture add 1/4 cup of buttermilk. This is made with homemade curd. This gives very nice flavor and fluffiness to the punugulu. And then add little bit of water and mix this dough as a soft dough, not like roti, not like dosa. It should be mixture of both. Now the mixture is ready. At this stage we can add whatever vegetables we want to put. I am adding onions, green chilies and some coriander leaves. This is optional. You can add anything according to your family's choice. To this we need to add 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds. These cumin seeds are very good for digestion, so we have to add these whenever we are preparing any deep fried dish. And now I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of cooking soda. So now we need to mix this very well. Because we added cooking soda, we need to keep this aside for 15 minutes. Then the batter will become airy. Now the batter is airy and fluffy, and it became light also. It's not dense. Now it is ready to get fried. Heat the oil in medium flame and drop these dumplings with hand. Make sure you drop small balls because they are going to puff up and they are going to double up in their size. And once they are golden brown, we can remove them from oil. See how nicely they are looking, and they are very light. They are very good for rainy day, you know. Even I made this on a rainy day. It was a nice snack. I made this in the evening. This can be served with chutney or podi. I just want to open one and show you how airy and light and spongy it looks. If we keep this batter ready in our fridge, if suddenly any guests come to our home, we can easily make any snacks within 10 minutes of time. And these are very tasty too. Now I am going to show you how to make uttapam and dosa. For that, I took my iron tawa and added little bit of oil. Tawa is hot now. And I have cut one onion and rubbing it on my tawa. This creates nice non-stick layer on tawa. And sprinkle little bit of water like this. And take one scoopful of same batter and spread only little bit. Don't spread too much like dosa. My family likes small uttapam, so I am making small ones. At this stage I added little bit of oil. And after this you can add vegetables of your choice. Any vegetables you can add. I am adding some onions, some chilies and some coriander leaves and grated carrot. You can even add grated beetroot as well. So after adding vegetables, we need to let it cook for 1 more minute on medium flame and then we can flip it. And you can serve hot now. You can serve it with any kind of chutney. Isn't it so tempting? So now we are going to see how to make dosa. On same pan I am going to add 2 scoops of batter and spreading it. Flame should be on medium high. And to this we need to add 1 spoon of oil or ghee. You can add anything of your choice. I added oil. And let it cook for a minute. And at this stage we can add anything of our choice. Like if we put onions, it will become onion dosa. If we are sprinkling any podi, it will become podi dosa. If you are adding an egg, it will become egg dosa. You can add anything of your choice. So dosa is very versatile breakfast and we can customize it into hundreds of ways. Now I am adding podi. This is going to be super tasty. You can serve this hot with any chutney and sambar. So that's it for today guys. It's raining very heavily everywhere now. So take care of yourselves, take care of your family, eat healthy, stay safe. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.